Okay, let's start off with this Cowboys team. They've got Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott throws dimes to his wide receivers. You got CeeDee Lamb. This guy's a beast. He catches everything. He makes downfield plays happen all the time. Two big beasts. I mean, this team's amazing. You got Eric Kendricks. Eric Kendricks gets a ton of pressures, ton of sacks, ton of just everything. You got Micah Parsons. Let's just say this guy might win Defensive Player of the Year. Amazing. This Giants team is honestly not that good. You've got Malik Neighbors, who's going to need to carry this team. You've got Daniel Jones, who, he doesn't have a super good arm. He's just not that good. You've got Bobby Okereke. This guy's going to keep this team intact. He gets sacks, he gets tackles, he gets pressures, he gets all the good stuff. Next up, we got this Eagles team, starting with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, let's just say, he hurts you when he beats you. This guy is amazing at throwing, and he's also got some run in him too. You've got A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is a beast. He can catch everything. He pushes people. You do not want to be guarding him. He's just a big dude. Devonta Smith, he's a little dude, but he's fast. He's undersized, but he's pretty good. You got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Now, this guy got burned a little last year. He was all right. He got picked a lot. He gets picks or he gets burned. Next up, you got the Commanders. This team is led by Jaden Daniels. Austin Eckler, this guy's going to need to be clutch. Last year, we thought he was doing horrible, so he's going to need to make some big plays this year. He looked really slow last year, and this is not what you want to see with a rookie quarterback who needs him. Next up, you've got Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin is he just makes fantastic catches. You're like, wow, how did he even do that? Every play he catches. It's just amazing. I would not want to guard this guy. You got Frankie Louvu. Frankie Louvu, he's all right. He's a little old, but he's pretty good. Next up, you've got this Cardinals team. You got Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, well, let's just say he really knows how to use his legs. He's a little small, but he's pretty good. You got Marvin Harrison. The rookie looks great. You got Rams, starting with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, a beast. He makes plays happen all the time. You've got Cooper Kupp. He just won a Triple Crown a few years ago. This guy's also a beast. He makes downfield plays happen all the time. He's a little old, but he's great. Literally. Next up, you've got this 49ers team, starting with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is a beast. He was drafted in the 7th round. Yes! You got Christian McCaffrey. This guy's also a beast. He holds his team together. He's he can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He's just everything. He can probably pass the ball. I'm excited to see what he does this year. He, though, does get injured a lot. You got Deebo Samuel. Another injured dude a lot. This team gets injured a lot, but he's all right. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He's kind of whatever. Next up, you got Brandon Ayuk. Big guy, big play machine. Now, his contract was a little iffy this year, but he's a physical guy, and I'm sure he'll be great. He may not be great at the start of the year, but I'm sure he'll be great by the end of it. You got Javon Hargraves. Now, this guy gets sacks, and he's just really good. People don't give him enough credit. You got Leonard Williams. Leonard gets a ton of pressures. He also, especially for the Seattle team that looks horrible, this guy's going to need to come up clutch. You got Geno Smith. He's old. That's how I describe him. You got Jake Bobo. Jake Bobo, beast. He gets catches, he gets receptions, he just does it all. He's amazing. I'm expecting amazing things out of him. You've got this Bears team. Let's start it off with Rome Odunze. Rookie Caleb Williams. You got Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's a beast. This guy just got traded. This guy's going to be putting up big numbers. He just had a massive number season with Justin Herbert and the Chargers. I'm expecting big things. You've also got Cole Kmet, another guy who can catch the ball. Cole Kmet can also block, though. He does everything pretty well. You got Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones holds down the DB core. He gets picks all the time. I just love to watch him play. He just goes up and grab it. I don't even know how he does it. Just watch. The Lions team. The Lions, they're a pretty good team. You've got Jared Goff. Jared Goff is amazing. He can throw deep all the time. You've also got Amon-Ra St. Brown. This guy gets a ton of catches, a ton of receptions, a ton of everything. He can go deep, he can go under. He's just amazing. He's one of the best wide receivers in the league. Next up, you got the Packers. The Packers are amazing. I love Jordan Love. He's got a bit of a Brett Favre in him. He loves to sling the ball. You never know what's going to happen. Josh Jacobs, a beast on the ground. He gets it done rushing. I mean, he's a little old, but we just saw great things happen. I'm sure he can do it again. Next up, you've got Romeo Doubs. Romeo Doubs, he gets it done. I mean, this guy's not the number one wide receiver in the league, but he's pretty good. Next up, you got Clay Walker. Guy's great. He just gets tons and tons of sacks. Next up, this Vikings team. You've got Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones gets it done. This guy's coming off from the Packers, and he wants to beat them up. He gets tons of big plays. I'm glad Aaron Jones went to the Vikings. Next up, you got TJ Hawkinson. Well, let's say he's just one of the best pass catchers in the league. Next up, we got J.J. McCarthy, the rookie. You got Jonathan Bullard. Jonathan Bullard, he's all right. Ivan Pace Jr., this team excels at defense, especially in their linebacker core. You got Patrick Jones. This guy's pretty good. I mean, he's not going to be the reason they're winning the Super Bowl, but he's certainly not going to be the reason they're losing it. This Falcons team, you got Kirk Cousins. What is there even more to be said about this guy? He's just Kirk Cousins. You've got Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney, he's pretty fast. He's not the best wide receiver, but he's all right. The Falcons are making do with what they have. Certainly pretty good. I'm expecting big things from him this year. You've got this Panthers team, starting with Bryce Young. Bryce Young, well, this guy was drafted number 1 overall, and we're expecting some big things out of him this year. You've got Jonathan Mingo. He was drafted in the 2nd round. Another guy we really want to see big things from this year. I was expecting so much more last year. I'm expecting big things though this year. Next up, we got Derek Carr. I'm actually excited to see Derek Carr with this Saints team. You got Chris Olave. He was drafted 1st round, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But very good. I'm expecting, he's a big guy, makes big plays. He's just one of my favorite players to watch. Foster Moreau and Taysom Hill hold down this tight end team. This team uses a ton of tight ends, and I would expect a massive season from him. Maybe just not with Derek Carr. This Buccaneers team, you got Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield impressed me a lot last year. You got Mike Evans. Mike Evans, also an impressive guy. I mean, this guy gets almost every single ball that's thrown his way. It's scary to guard Mike Evans. I've heard from tons of DBs in the league, they do not like guarding him.
This is Pixel League.